There we go. Now I'm on the screen. Just waiting for people to come in. Let me know if you can hear me well if you do come in, because it's first time using this mic. So we'll go ahead and speak to those of you right now who are watching on replay who may not have seen it live. So if you're watching on replay, I am right now in Savannah, Georgia. Only going to be here for a day. Let's see if I get a little better view. I'm in the Hyatt Regency, right on the river in Savannah. Really nice here. So I went to Jacksonville to the football game yesterday. We're going to do a video there from the game. I think that would be cool. Show people what it's like to go to a football game during COVID, an NFL game when a lot of these games aren't, allowing people in. Also, Savannah's really pretty, so a lot of things I could do here, 2-hour drive, and then tomorrow we'll go to Hilton Head Beach and then make that long drive back over 10 hours. So someone just came in, whoever you are. I'd appreciate if you say hi so I can know you are. You'll be the first person in the stream. Had some issues, so I'm off to a late start. Let me know if you can hear me well. I am in the Hyatt Regency in Savannah, Georgia right now. This was supposed to be my first live stream at home, but decided at the last moment to go to the football game. Saw a good ticket to Jacksonville. Savannah is only a 2-hour drive from Jacksonville, so go to Jacksonville and Hilton Head Beach tomorrow and then make the long drive back to Louisiana. But yeah, it's always nice to get out on the road and get out and see things. Savannah, first time here, the trolley tour today. It was really fun. I really enjoyed it. Very historical city, a lot to see. Thought it was great. So did that today. Went on River Street. I'm going to go back on River Street after the live stream. Check that out. So that'll be fun. So hopefully we'll get some more people come in. I wanted to play a little game of what would you rather as far as, travel scenarios. But, a lot of people, I don't know if they shared this stream back out. So the link may not be working. So that may be the downfall. Might have to go to the actual page to get it. I don't know if it was shared out or not, but yeah, I think that'll be a little fun. But it's a really nice hotel here too. I'm really enjoying it here, and I got it all on points. Didn't pay a dime for it. It was 12,000 points, like over 200 a night. So it's sort of a pretty good redemption. Megan Morris is in the house. Megan Morris! Can you hear me? The Duchess of Drinks and To Travel and Tour. I am at the Hyatt Regency in Savannah, Georgia. It's pretty cool. Yeah, and I got it all off of points, so I didn't pay for it. Went to Jacksonville last night, decided last minute, make the drive to Jacksonville. Went to the football game, drove 2 hours up to Savannah. I'll go Hilton Head, South Carolina tomorrow and then drive. It'd be like 10 and a half hours back. But it's exciting, though. It was a last-minute decision. Like, I really decided to do it, last Thursday I decided to do it. So it was really a last-minute decision, but it worked out well. But this hotel is pretty cool, though, this Hyatt Regency. They have, like, a lookout area. I'm on the 7th floor, and there's a lookout area that you can go to and get nice views and everything. But, yeah, it's a cool spot. The Duchess of Drinks. But having a good time here. I was saying my first live stream, I actually had no issues and everything worked out perfect. So I knew this time, second time around, I'd have issues and I couldn't get on. I couldn't figure out how to get on the screen, all of this crap. But now we're up and going. So I'm just hoping to get a few more people in so we can play a little game of what would you rather travel-wise. So what you up to right now? Wow. Free Delta flight. Nice. 3 weeks. Mexico. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're going back to Mexico with Nick D. That's gonna be pretty awesome. Yeah, 2 traveling tour, Mexico, and I don't know. I need to go to Mexico. I looked at the price for Iceland in March, and I really want to go to Iceland in March. I'm looking at it was like 350, I think, round trip. I know Iceland's really expensive. Once you get there, you're going to spend a lot of money on things. But for $350, I mean, round trip to Iceland, can't really beat that. Then you may actually see the Northern Lights in March. Crossing my fingers and toes for the Northern Lights. I would like to get like an actual live stream schedule going at some point, but I'll probably wait on my live stream schedule until I get like, the right equipment and everything, and we can make the live stream look good and everything. Because right now I don't really have the lights and everything at home to really do a really good live stream right now. So right now I'll just kind of do like the sporadic live streams like I am right now. What's up, Nick D? Yes, sir. So Mexico. Yeah, Mexico's definitely, I need to do that. I don't know if I want to do like a cruise though to Mexico, or do I want to do like the flight and the all-inclusive? I think either way it'll be kind of cool. Yeah, I've been wanting to do Iceland for a long time. One of my friends, she lives in Utah. We talked about going to Iceland, but the times didn't really match up. So, I mean, I'll ask her again about it, hopefully. But I mean, if I got to go solo, I'll go solo. I really do want to go to Iceland, and for $350 round trip, I think that's a steal. It's trying to remember if it was Icelandic Air. I think it was Icelandic Air. So and it was like a straight flight. I think it was like 5 hours or something from New York. So I just had to book the flight to New York and then fly New York to Iceland. Hopefully things are normal enough by then. I'll be able to do that. March is about 6 months away. But yeah, the fjords, the icebergs. I really want to do the Blue Lagoon. The Blue Lagoon would be awesome. They say you got to book the Blue Lagoon a little bit ahead of time, because with the Blue Lagoon, it sells out quick. A lot of people check out the Blue Lagoon. They get it in advance. But I think right now, the lack of tourism, hey, I might be able to get there, and it's not too bad. But again, I said right now earlier, I am in Savannah, Georgia right now. I don't know if either of you've ever been to Savannah, Georgia. I'm sure you've probably been before, Megan, because you've been a lot of places. Pretty cool city. Pretty cool place. A lot of history. I really enjoyed the trolley ride. I took some of Jocelyn Walters' advice on what to do, but I'm not here long enough to do it all. But the trolley ride's a must. What are you two up to tonight? Other than just hanging out. 2 traveling tours tonight, the Night Owl edition. I'll see if I can catch that. Troy Standstill. Hey, Troy. What's going on, man? Stationed in the Army and Fort Stewart for 3 years. Yeah, Iceland. Yeah, Iceland's got to be quite the experience. I can't wait. Man. I got to get Iceland in. But it's good to have you here tonight, Troy. Appreciate you for joining me. Trying to get this live stream thing now. And I said the first live stream I did, everything went perfect. So I knew the second one I'd have some hiccups, and I have had some hiccups. But everything's starting to go well now. So I'll take that. Yeah, Savannah went for Halloween in 2018. That's cool right there. Savannah's got a lot of fun things doing. And I learned from Mark Walters. He said that the St. Patrick's Day celebration is huge in Savannah. It's like the biggest in the whole country. It's like the second biggest, like, worldwide or something. So it's a big deal. So, and I passed a little fountain thing like on the trolley tour. They said the fountains, they dye them green and everything, and it's so packed. I think they say Savannah goes, the amount of people that come here for St. Patrick's Day is like 1 million people total. and the city is only like 1.5 thousand. So they said the city goes 7 times in populations. Yep, Lexington, Kentucky. Yep, Kentucky Wildcat Country. Yeah, I did see that in the chat before that you both were from Lexington. That's cool, though. Let's see. St. Patrick's Day is wild. Yeah, I got to come up here for St. Patrick's Day one day. That would be really nice. Nick D. Wish I had gone to more events at Film Fest while we were there. Yeah, there's a lot of events that seem to be going on that are really fun. So definitely. But Savannah, Georgia has been on my radar for a long time. I've been wanting to come here for a while. So this was, I thought, was my opportunity. So I decided on the game, and I was like, well, if I'm going to Jacksonville, Savannah's 2 hours away. So I got no excuse not to go to Savannah for the first time. Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah, that island. Yeah, it's like only like 15 minutes away, I think, from right over here in Savannah. Yeah, I need to check that out as well. I'll probably get up, depending on what time I get up in the morning. If I get up early in the morning, I'll probably check it out, and then I'll probably go to Hilton Head. I'll probably make a video comparing the two. But if I don't get up early enough, I'll probably just do Hilton Head alone. But I'm definitely going to do Hilton Head, so I'll probably compare the two if I get up a little bit early. The beach is always fun. It's nice beach weather right now, too, so it'd be a great time to go check the beach out. Hope everybody can hear me fine. Now, I'm using this microphone here, this Snowball microphone. I don't know if y'all can see it, Snowball. Yeah, this Snowball microphone, actually, I've had it for about a year, and I've never used it. So this is my first time using this mic. So hope everyone can hear me fine on it. All right, so we're 15 minutes in. Still only got a few people, so now hold off a few minutes on it because I do want to do the what would you rather travel-wise, but I'd like to have at least about 10 people to do that. That would be pretty fun. I did like 5 or 6 different categories. I thought it'd be a fun little game to play. St. Patrick's Day is like Mardi Gras. Yeah, I bet. That's wild if it's like Mardi Gras. I've been to a lot of Mardi Gras. Being from Louisiana, I've been to Mardi Gras a lot. Growing up younger, I haven't really been to too many Mardi Gras lately because as you get older, it's Mardi Gras. It's like it's just too many people. It's like you don't want to party all the time. There's just so many people you can't move around. So if the St. Patrick's Day is anything like that, it's wild. Thank you. Audio is great. Glad to hear that. So I get used to using this thing, so I'm glad the audio is good on it. It was about a $50 or $60 mic. It's the white Snowball mic. There's another one, the black Snowball mic. It's supposed to be like the real advanced one, but yeah, I heard good things about these mics. So, and it was on special, I think, at Best Buy. I think when I got it, it was like normally like $79, and it was like $50 on Black Friday or something. But I've had it like a year or longer, and this is the first time I've used it. So, but yeah, I'm looking to do some more content out this way. So that was a great opportunity. So I went to the game last night, the Thursday night game in Jacksonville. So I figured, it'd be a good chance to put a video together too, kind of like, going to the football game during COVID with 20% seating. And the cool thing about going to it during COVID with 20% seating is they're big on the mask in the game. You have to wear your mask. And they were like the whole time, the mask police were out, and they actually kicked people out of the game. And they actually had cops that would come in, like they would get the cops, and the cops would go up and arrest people, kick them out of the stadium for not wearing their mask because there's like 6 people in my section that were just going around saying, hey, you got to wear your mask. I'm tired of telling you. And then people were like disregarding it. So it's kind of crazy. The Duchess of Drink is retired from Mardi Gras and NOLA. Way too crowded. Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more, Megan. Mardi Gras and NOLA is just Last time I went, like I said, it was probably 2015, maybe. But I used to go all the time in my 20s. And I think once I got to 30, I think it just became like, you know what? I'm tired of all the big crowds. The big crowds is just it's a little too much sometimes. It's a little overwhelming when you can't move and like you bump into people everywhere you go. It's a little overwhelming. So now I had to chill out from Mardi Gras. Mardi Gras is quite the party. But Megan and Nick look like y'all had quite the fun in Mexico too, though. I will say that myself, though. I've came really close to going to a few cruises before, and now I know a lot of people that's going on cruises to Mexico, and they all love them. But the only issue I've always had with the cruises is getting the date set and the time and everything with them. And I never wanted to go solo, but I've met so many people on here that do all these group tours and everything like this. So now I'm definitely not afraid to go take a group tour or something like that. Even though I don't mind traveling solo, it's just, I always felt like a cruise would be one of those things where you kind of missing out if you're not going in a group. But one of the questions I was going to ask later was about the all-inclusive, though, and I'll just go ahead and ask it now. I mean, would you rather the all-inclusive as far as everything included, Megan and Nick, since you just came from the all-inclusive? Would you rather that, or would you rather, plan everything out and, everything's about you as far as, having to go and set up your hotels and all your food and everything? Do you find the all-inclusive to be better in a way? Oh, yeah. Great place to chill and Fort Stewart. Yeah, I've actually heard some things about that area. I heard that area's it's really cool, and I'm big into museums. I love museums, so there's some really cool museums here too in Savannah. I won't really have time to go check them out, but I love museums. But sounds like a fun area to relax and chill, though. Yeah. Rounds being shot while you're driving. Yeah, I can imagine a lot of that's going around in that area. Probably not really great if you're trying to sleep. Nick D won't make that mistake again. Yeah, that I think that's the mistake you're saying from right here when Nick D's saying, "Yeah, Megan, we only go to NOLA in the middle of the summer." Yeah, no, you go to NOLA in the middle of the summer, Nick. It's really, really hot in the middle of the summer too. So I don't know if I recommend going to NOLA in the middle of the summer. So I see what you mean. I wouldn't make that mistake either because in the middle of the summer in NOLA, your sweats. You sweats. It's really bad in the middle of the summer in NOLA. We travel to Europe city destinations more than all inclusives typically. But during these times, all inclusives are all inclusives definitely. It's very easy for I'd say what you call a lazy vacation too. Like if you want to go somewhere and everything's set out for you and you don't really have to plan anything and you want to just relax, chill by the beach and everything. I mean, I would think all inclusive would be perfect for that reason. Now, as far as like the city destinations in Europe and everything, I enjoy planning things out like that. Like I enjoy sitting back and saying, hey, go look online and look for a list of places to go. And I really enjoy that. So for me, I would pick the city destination over all inclusive, but I want to do all inclusive too. Miss Ermi, hey, how you doing today, Miss Ermi Eisner? Good to see you today in the chat. Hope all is well with you. Let me know what you're up to tonight. And by the way, since you just got here, I am in Savannah, Georgia. I am in the Hyatt Regency, and decided to come down. I went to Jacksonville. Jacksonville's a 2-hour drive, so come down to Jacksonville. Drove 2 hours to Savannah. Figure I'd go to the beach and hang out and just first time go see some history. Did the historical trolley ride today. Got to check everything out. It's a really nice city. I wish I was staying here longer. Yeah, they both do have their advantages, Nick. I would agree with you on that. It just kind of depends on what would you rather in a situation like um if I wanted to go to Hawaii, there's still a lot of planning in Hawaii, but Hawaii would be more of the type of vacation where you could kind of, sit on the beach and relax, have a drink, sit poolside and chill. Or a lot of times when you go to the big cities, it's more hustle and bustle. It's more like, getting on the public transportation all the time, seeing all the museums, seeing this, seeing that. So it's kind of, it's kind of what would you rather in that situation? All inclusive. Only decision you have to make is what you're eating and drinking for the day. Yeah, and you have a buffet style, I guess, too. So you pick your food out. So I mean, yeah, it's not too tough. So that's the cool part about it, though. Everything's sort of made up and set up for you. So I really would like that about the all inclusive. And like I said, I haven't stayed at one, so it's definitely something that I'm gonna do. I usually always take these vacations where I'm hustling, bustling a lot. If I'm on a road trip, I'm driving so many miles and I'm stopping here and I'm going to different cities. Sometimes it's good to just sit back and relax a little bit. Prefer city destinations. Yes, post Tokyo, man. Tokyo's high on my list. My only fear about Tokyo is a lack of English. As far as like, the signage and everything, because I don't think any of us can read any of those signs, but Tokyo, everything I've seen on Tokyo is just amazing. Like Tokyo is so high on my list. I got to go there. Yeah, Savannah's a great place to be. I really like Savannah. Like I said, the only downside about being here is I'm not here for long. I'm staying here. Got here kind of early today. Spent the day, part of the day tomorrow. Go to South Carolina. Next thing you know, I'm going back home. So not going to really get to see as much of Savannah as I would like to see, but it's a great city from what I've seen. I enjoy it. Yeah, River Street. Yeah, Troy, I'm actually going to go to River Street when I'm done with this live stream. I've been on River Street already a little bit, but I'm going to go back out on River Street and hang out a little bit, film a little bit too for my next video, do a little something here in Savannah on River Street. I already did one with the trolley and everything, but River Street's a fun spot. It's pretty lively. With everything going on in COVID, I'm sure everything's closing early, not like it would stay open all night to bars and whatnot. So from what I've seen, I think most of them are closing at like 11 or 12. Yeah, they're very original. The architecture is great on there, which I really appreciate that, which is one of the things I always love about New Orleans is I've always appreciated the architecture in New Orleans. New Orleans has great architecture. Yeah, no Tokyo, more Mexico. Yeah, I feel you, Megan, because right now, not too many countries want us Americans. So Mexico is one of the only ones right now that we can get in. So with all the stuff going on right now, it's like you can't go here, you can't go there, but you can go to Mexico. You can't drive to Mexico, but you can fly to Mexico. So, and hopefully in March, I can fly to Iceland. 2 years in Japanese high school means I'm able to read almost nothing. Man, Nick, I feel you. I took 3-4 years of French, and when I went to Paris, I felt embarrassed because I was like, man, I really don't know any French. I'm like 3-4 years, like all I'm able to do is pick out words. Like I'm not able to have conversations. I've been trying to brush up more on it lately because I'm like, the next time I go to Paris, I'm going to have conversation with everyone in French, and I'm not going to speak English to them. That's what I keep saying. But so many people speak English there that it's like, they all speak English anyway. But Japanese is just different, though. That's awesome, though. 2 years of Japanese in high school, though. That's pretty cool. I can't read a symbol in Japanese. I can't read any of this. New travel list came out today. USA is still not allowed in Europe. Yeah, unfortunately, Miss Ermi, I kind of knew that was going to happen. Hopefully, they allow us in by the end of the year. A lot of people got a lot of trips. Darian, who's a little surprised, I think he was out on the road. I was a little surprised he's not here tonight. But I know Darian can't wait to get to Germany. He's been wanting to go to Germany for so long. So many people having to cancel all these trips and everything. So hopefully we'll be allowed to go back to Europe relatively soon, hopefully by the end of the year. Yeah, it's so sad, Megan. It really is. I know I heard you say that you went to Europe, I think 5 times last year. That's pretty wild. I went once this year to 4 cities. That's all I had this year. And I'm glad I got it in. I got it in February. So we came back the 1st of March. So came back just in time when all of the COVID stuff was starting to break out. It started off, it was like in 4 cities, almost 3 weeks. I went to London for about almost a week in London. London was the longest. And then Prague for like 4 days. And then Rome for like 4 days. And then finished it out in Paris for like 4 days. So, and then flew back to New York and then New York back home. That was my favorite vacation ever. But I'm hoping to add some more European cities in because those 4 cities are great. But Amsterdam's really high on my list. Berlin's really high on my list. Iceland is at the top of my list. So, yeah, definitely want to go to Poland. Poland's really high on my list. There's like 4 cities in Poland that I really want to go to. Do you go to Europe alone or in group? Okay, so I've been to Europe 3 separate trips, and all 3 of them I've been with family. I would go by myself. I'm not afraid to go by myself, though, because I've traveled a lot solo, and I enjoy traveling solo because I always meet a lot of people. So it's always fun to me. But, yeah, last trip I went with my sister. I went before to London and Paris with 2 of my sisters. So, yeah, all 3 of my trips I went with family. But, yeah, I would definitely go to Europe solo. No question at all. Miss Ermi, I was in Germany last November, December for Christmas. It's awesome. I want to do the Christmas markets. The Christmas markets seem like they would really be a whole lot of fun. Can't wait to do something like that. Look who's in the house. Simply Jocelyn. We're just talking about Simply Jocelyn earlier. I was saying that I'm here in your favorite city, Savannah, Georgia. I'm sitting here in the Hyatt Regency here in Savannah, right on the river at the Hyatt Regency, sitting right here enjoying myself, doing a little live streaming right now. I was looking at all your suggestions. I did the trolley tour today. Trolley tour was a lot of fun. Filmed a lot of it. Going to do a video with the trolley tour. Going back out on River Street. Ordered some food. DoorDash. I'm trying to remember the name of the place. Don't remember it, but it was pretty good stuff. It's sitting here right now. I don't know if you can see it. Let me see. It's shrimp tacos. But yeah, I'm going to eat that. So that's going to be dinner tonight after the chat's over. So excited about that. We also got JNN Travel in the house. Hey, JNN Travel. How are you guys? I know you're up there in the Northeast. It's beautiful up there this time of year up in Northeast. I've been to all the states up there except for Vermont. Been to Massachusetts 2-3 times. Traffic's terrible, of course, in Boston. So I usually stay in Providence or somewhere like that when I go up that way. I won't stay in Boston because the traffic's so bad. But, yeah, really nice areas. I love Maine. Maine's great. Troy. Yeah, very true. We'll see what he's making right here. I find that the Dutchies speak English. People in Kentucky, yeah, the Dutch really do speak a lot of English. A lot of English spoke there because you think about what's Neil from Two Travel and Tour. He's Dutch, speaks perfect English. Everyone I've seen that's Dutch, they pretty much speak perfect English though. Speak English better than us. And Jocelyn says, so cool. Savannah is forever my home. Yeah, it's beautiful here. I really like it. I just wish I had more time. Like you said, 24 hours is not long enough. So I'm going to stay a little bit tomorrow. Like I said, I may, if I get up early enough, and go check out Tybee Beach, Tybee Island. And then I'm definitely going over to Hilton Head, South Carolina. I haven't been there. And then shortly after that, I'll be making that drive for 10 and a half hours back to Louisiana. I'll have to look that restaurant up. Maybe I could catch it on the way back. I have to see what I catch on the way back because tomorrow, like I said, once I go hit up the beaches and everything and I come back through, I'll come back through Savannah. So maybe I'll hit that up then. Keep losing the stream. It's in and out. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, earlier I had a hard time getting on. I had issues with the stream earlier, like it wouldn't turn on, and I had to delete it. I had to start it over again. It was quite a pain earlier, but I think we got going right here now. So let me know if you're having any issues hearing me, John. If you have any issues, let me know now as far as hearing me or seeing the stream. Everything's good now. 45 Bistro, yeah. Wiley's Barbecue. I'm trying to think if I saw any of those places today. But yeah, barbecue sounds really good. I'm gonna look into those places though. So as I said, when I pass through tomorrow, I gotta definitely check out one of these places for dinner tomorrow. So okay, it's by the DeSoto Hilton. Let's see. Hey, Mark. Mark's relaxing. I had quite the road trip too recently. Teton National Park in Wyoming. That's somewhere that's also been on my radar. Wyoming. I've been to Wyoming before, but I haven't been to any of the parks out that way. I'd love to go to Yellowstone, work my way that way. It would be really nice. I ordered the mask too. I think it's a great idea to have it hanging down. You can take it off, hang it down. I think it's a perfect idea. I actually ordered the one that actually says Walter's World on it, so hopefully that'll be coming soon. Used to visit Hilton Head Island. Just had a flight with the Marines. Yeah, Hilton Head Island I hear is great, so I definitely. And Blaine, who's not in the live stream today, I think he went down to Disney. Blaine would probably be here if he wasn't in Disney. Blaine lives right out of Hilton Head Island area, so would have been nice to meet him, and he told me he was doing the Disney thing, so which is fine. Driving home right now. Yeah, I'm gonna look that location up, and I tell you, I'm gonna check it out tomorrow. I'm definitely gonna check that out, Jocelyn. Definitely. Oh, thanks for the mask order. Yeah, the mask seems perfect. I haven't seen a mask like that actually hangs down where you can right here and then let it right back down, because it does get a little annoying if you want to take it off and you have to put it in your pocket or anything like that. And it's perfect when you're driving too. You don't have to take it out. Like I take it out, put it in the car console and everything. So now I can drop it right here when I'm driving, pull it up when I go in the store. I mean, it's a perfect idea. It's the first time I ever seen one. So it's definitely a good idea. I'm sure I won't be the only one. Oh, it's on your way to Tybee. Yeah, so that's perfect. I'm gonna look that location up, and I'll definitely hit it up tomorrow. Jocelyn, is it good for lunch, or is it more like a type of place you want to go to dinner at? Is it kind of formal, or is it? Well, you said it's a barbecue place, I think, so it's probably not anything formal. So, but yeah, I'll definitely be checking that out. Yes, please hit the like button. I appreciate that. Every like counts. Please hit the like button. Yeah, I said too, Jocelyn, my first live stream, everything went laid back. Yeah, that's what I like. I like that laid back atmosphere. I said my first live stream, everything went nice and smooth and easy. So I knew this live stream, it wasn't going to go that way. So I came out. I couldn't get into the live stream. I kept having issues. I had to start it. I couldn't see myself on the screen. And I'm like, I'm not on the screen, but I'm down here like in the small box, but I'm not in the high box. And I'm like, this is crazy. So after a few minutes, I was able to get it started. So live stream started probably about 10 minutes late, 5 tries, 10 minutes late, but we still got it going. So that's the fun part. I know JNN was saying that he was losing me earlier. I don't know if you're still there, John. I'll have to check out what the situation is with that. But I only got a few people here. But earlier I was talking about doing there's a kid over here. There's like a little private room where I'm at right now. And well, it's not really a private room because they allow people to come in too. So I call it a private room because I was the only one over here, but now there's like a couple other people and the screaming kid back there, if you can hear him. Feel your pain with live. But this is actually supposed to be my first live stream from home, and I decided at the last minute to go to Jacksonville, and then I realized if I'm going to go to Jacksonville, Savannah's 2 hours away. I've been wanting to go to Savannah for a long time. Decided to go to Savannah and add to my trip, so that's how it ended up working out here. But yeah, the live stream thing, though, I'm hoping I can get something set up before too long where I can broadcast like every week at a set time. I want to get my equipment a little bit better to do so, though, and be able to do better lighting and everything, and be able to do like a weekly live stream. There he is. Darian is in the house. Darian the dog. I was just talking about Darian earlier because I think Darian went somewhere in the last couple of days, so he wasn't able to make it to the stream. But howdy, Darian. Hope you're doing good. Glad you're here, Darian. No doubt about it. And Miss Ermi is saying hello to Darian. And we got Megan Morris saying hello to Darian. Darian is the man. No fighting sugar. I gotten behind here. I think this thing must have jumped on me or something. Not even that many in here, and it must have jumped. Let's see. Darian. Oh, okay. Oh, you found me just now. Yeah, I have some issues, Darian, with the chat. Like the first 2-3 times I tried to log in, it wouldn't let me. And I could see myself on the small screen, but I couldn't see myself on the big screen. So there's a lot of moving parts here to get this thing to work right. So I'm glad it's up and going right now. Let's see. Oh, now we got a little. Hey, Darian, go Dogs. Yeah, we know Jocelyn's with the Georgia Bulldogs, and we know Darian's a Florida Gator. This is really the beginning of the college football season because college football season starts with the SEC. SEC starts tomorrow. You got SEC football. LSU plays Mississippi State tomorrow. So people in Baton Rouge will be going absolutely crazy, even though there's only 20,000 people in the stadium. So that would be crazy. I'm hoping I could catch y'all. Well, it kind of took the fun out of going to LSU games when they eliminated the tailgating this year because I used to tailgate with some guys I used to work with, and it was pretty fun to go tailgating for the LSU games. Very fun. So taking the tailgating out in 20,000, it kind of takes a lot of the fun out of the whole SEC atmosphere because the SEC is all about tailgating, good food. That's like the number one thing, and then the game comes second. Movie Glory. Yeah, I never heard of that movie. I'll have to look it up. But I found out today on the Trolley Tour, Troy, a lot of movies have been filmed here in Savannah. Movies that I never would have thought of. The trolley driver was saying that Sandra Bullock filmed the movie here. The name of the movie is escaping me. He said she actually took the trolley tour and gave him his first ever $100 tip. So that was really cool. He said that he met Sandra Bullock and she gave him the big tip and everything. But a lot of movies, when Forrest Gump, they had the actual bench that Forrest Gump sat on, in the building, the church, the church with the big spires, life is like a box of chocolates. And the actual bench got vandalized. So they put up a replica bench and put it in the Museum of Arts in Savannah. So, yeah, I appreciate that there, Darian. I'm going to tell you something about Darian that I really like about Darian. Darian is a positive energy guy. Darian went to the military, broke his back, went through all of these things that some people would cry about, but Darian always has a good energy about him. And I like good energy people I think we all know this with people. We know people that are high energy, good energy people, like to hang out with, like to talk to. They bring you up. Just like we kind of know people that are like bad energy, woe is me type people that kind of bring you down. Darian's someone that always brings you up. So every time I talk to Darian, I always enjoy it because his energy is always great. Shot partially at the Georgia State Railroad Museum where I worked until I married Mark. So you'll be very familiar, Jocelyn, with the videos that I put out from here, the trolley rides. So you worked here, so you'll know all of those areas. So it'd be kind of cool because I didn't have a chance to go to the Railroad Museum. That'd be pretty cool. But I went to the area right by the Georgia Museum, so that was pretty cool. So you'll be very familiar with that. Let's go back up here as the chat jumps. Let's see. Jocelyn right here. Yes, ma'am. Troy says SEC tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow's a big day. SEC football starts tomorrow. ACC plays themselves. I think they've been playing themselves for a while. Of course, Clemson's going to kill the ACC. That's all that happens anyway. I do like Miami, but ACC. I think another conference plays itself tomorrow too, but all the big games are tomorrow, especially in the SEC. Flag magnet for my truck as of today. I've been getting some looks up here. Yeah, it's probably not a whole lot of Gators fans when you're up in Georgia, in Bulldog country. Probably not a whole lot of Gator fans up there. Though, believe it or not, Darian, I'm from Tiger country, and I do see Gator fans. I know a few Gator fans that live in Baton Rouge, so there's some Gator fans everywhere. There's some, not a whole lot. Go Gators. Go Gators, go Dogs. It'll be fun when those two play. I know this year Georgia plays Alabama, I believe, and that's rare when Georgia plays Alabama. So that'll be a fun game. It doesn't usually happen. Florida, I mean, they're gonna have a good season. They can get by Georgia. They'll have a great season. They'll just lose one game because they'll lose to LSU. Looking forward to SEC basketball. Cats. Yeah, it's all about Kentucky basketball, SEC. They have such a great atmosphere. I went to Kentucky game at LSU a couple times. One time LSU beat them. One time Kentucky beat them. But both games, they had a ton of Kentucky fans at the game. And when the SEC tournament is in New Orleans, Kentucky has more fans than LSU, despite the fact that LSU is a 1-hour drive. Kentucky basketball, wow. I actually like Kansas basketball, and I went to the national championship in New Orleans in 2012. Kentucky won it, and the crowds were wild. Both crowds were wild. It was pretty funny. The actor that stuttered was a cook. Interesting. SEC football. UK will have another chance to be terrible. Actually, the funny thing is, Nick D, they got UK ranked 23rd, I think. So they start off the first game with a chance to pull an upset. They play Auburn, I think. Number 8. So if they can find a way to win that game, they'll stay in the poll. If not, they'll probably drop out. They'll probably have a miserable season. The movie Glory. Yeah, I've seen that movie, Troy. Yeah, I actually seen that movie. Let's see. History Museum. Yeah, there's just so many places here. Like, you name all those places, Jocelyn. Like when I was looking at the message you sent, the first thing that came to mind to me was, I was like, wow, I really need more time because I really want to see all of these places. I want to go to all of these restaurants. But, since I got a little taste of Savannah now, maybe I'll make another trip up, and then maybe I'll make a trip a little further into Georgia and see Darian. Hopefully I can do something like that. That would be a really fun trip. So I got a little taste of it today. Maybe next time I could go to Charleston too. Charleston, South Carolina is somewhere I definitely want to go. It's a little further though, so Great to be a Florida Gator. Yeah. Yeah, I know that song. I know that song well. It's funny because they do that. I don't know who did it first. Miami does it too. It's great to be a Miami Hurricane. But yeah, it's great to be a Florida Gator. Yeah, I've heard that. I saw LSU play Florida maybe 11, I think. I don't remember exactly what year it was, but it was fun. A lot of gator bait and tiger bait back and forward. It was gator bait, tiger bait, gator bait, tiger bait. It goes Darian talking to Nick D. So you're saying there's a chance. So I think he was. That goes back to the Kentucky comments. He's saying there's a chance. Yeah, there's always a chance. The old Jim Carrey reference. So you're saying there's a chance. We can all agree Auburn is not to be loved. Yeah, you're right about that. Auburn's campus is pretty cool. I actually went up on their campus one time several years ago. Saw it off the interstate and drove up not too far away. They have one of the nicer campuses I've seen. So I'll say that about Auburn. I was at the game, Auburn LSU game back in like 2011 or 2010 too. And LSU caught a touchdown in the end zone late in the game. I think it was Dwayne Bowe who ended up going to the Kansas City Chiefs. I believe it was Dwayne Bowe. Caught the touchdown. And I had a media pass because I had a media pass. I cover high school football in Louisiana. I've done it for 16 years. High school football here actually starts next week. So I had a media pass to do the LSU game because occasionally I'll get one. And I happened to be standing right in the end zone when LSU caught the touchdown, the winning touchdown with just a few seconds left. That was one of the most awesome moments. Auburn, no bueno. I can't back Bama though. No. Nick Saban is the devil. Nick Satan. We call him Nick Satan. That's funny though, because, and I say this all the time to diehard LSU fans, you really can't be too mad at Nick Saban because back in the day when LSU stunk, and I supported LSU then back when they stunk, and Jerry DiNardo was the coach, and LSU won 3-4 games a year, and LSU got to that point of being able to go to Memphis for the Liberty Bowl and the Independence Bowl in Shreveport. And Nick Saban came along, and Nick Saban completely turned LSU around. LSU's program is 100% improved because of Nick Saban. Nick Saban started the positiveness, so you really can't be hard on Nick Saban. If you're an LSU fan, you shouldn't be. Oh, yeah, we could talk football all day if we meet up. I can definitely talk football. Look, Jocelyn, there's two things that I truly love, travel and football, so, and sports in general. So this is why for years I'm always using sports as an excuse. Like I'll travel to a game so I can go to other places. Like I'll link the two together all the time. It's travel and sports. It's like those two things I absolutely love. There's nothing I love more than travel and sports. Yeah, we definitely got to get together sometimes. And there goes Neil. Two Travel and Tour. I was talking about Two Travel and Tour earlier. Neil and Kim, they got monetized last week. So it's pretty awesome to have them in the chat today. And when I say they got monetized, had a big party. Late night edition was the Night Owl edition. Hopefully I can make the Night Owl edition tonight. It's pretty awesome though. So they're monetized. They got over their 1,000 and it happened pretty quick. So, but monetized or not, I just love this though. Getting a chance to chat with other fellow travelers and, build this travel community up is pretty awesome. It's like-minded people. So, I mean, we all want to get monetized, but regardless of monetization or not, this is fun. It's like, you don't need to get paid for this. Neil's talking to the Duchess of Drinks, as Megan is known as, from Mexico. And there goes Darian saying hello to Two Travel and Tour. And Neil saying hi back. Never been to a college or professional game. I've been to a lot of them, Nick D. And like I said, because I love sports and travel so much, I've been able to mix the two up. And really, you can say sports started it because I started traveling a lot, just going to games. And then I started to fall in love with travel as I traveled more, start wanting to go to more and more places. So it's always works perfect. And there goes Simply Jocelyn, congratulating to Travel and Tour. Simply Jocelyn has a tremendous channel also. So I know probably everyone in this chat's been on Simply Jocelyn's channel before. She's got a lot of great videos, cooking and different helpful hints and things that'll help you out in a pinch, things that I would have never even thought of. So Simply Jocelyn is definitely a channel to check out. Jocelyn and Mark Walters World is what really got me into the whole traveling thing. I'm not gonna lie. When I decided I wanted to do my first international trip, I started looking up videos online. Like I was gonna go to London, and my first trip out of the country to London was for a football game. Of course, went to go see a game in London, Dolphins Saints, and in making that decision, I started looking online on YouTube, started watching all of that's like lightning in the background, I think. But I started looking at a lot of the videos. Walter's World was the first one I started looking at, and I pretty much watched almost every single one of Mark's videos on Walter's World. Mark and Jocelyn videos are fantastic. They get better and better. Made me fall in love with a lot of places like Prague, for example, that I never, ever would have thought I wanted to go to, but Mark sold me hard on Prague. I watched the videos of Mark, and I was like, man, I got to go to Prague because of the videos I watched Mark in. So Mark sold me on it. We'll take your advice and check Jocelyn out. Yeah, you should definitely do that, Neil. Simply Jocelyn's an excellent channel, and Simply Jocelyn, like a lot of helpful hints and things like that. And she does a lot of cooking as well on the channel. You should definitely check that out. And To Travel and Tour, tremendous live stream, Night Owl edition tonight at 10:45. I got to get up early in the morning, but I'll definitely sneak in at some point. I may not be there the whole time. I definitely won't be there to 3 in the morning like we go sometimes on the Night Owl edition. I think we went 4.5 hours last week. I definitely won't do that because I got to get up early in the morning, but I'll definitely sneak in. Neil, I always love it. Tremendous live chat. Then what would you? Yeah, we actually got enough people in here, so yeah, let's do that game, Megan. So let's do that. Well, we got some people in. Yeah, 11:45. Yeah, I think I said 10:45 because I'm used to Central Time. I live in the Central Time zone, but it is 11:45 Eastern, and we are in the Eastern Time zone right now. So first question: what would you rather? All travel edition. So, would you rather Florida or California? And we're not talking about the Gators, Darian. We're talking about the actual state, like travel-wise, Florida or California? Now, I will tell you, me personally, it's kind of tough, Florida or California, because depends on where you go. Like LA is iconic. There's certain things in LA, Santa Monica Pier, these things that you have to see, the Hollywood sign and all. But with that said, I would probably I love Miami Beach. It's hard to go against South Beach, Tampa, Orlando. Disney is awesome. I'm kind of leaning Florida, but I need to see more of San Diego, and I need to see the Bay Area more because I haven't been in the Bay Area. So that makes it hard for me to really do it. I'm leaning Florida, but that would change if I saw the Bay Area and some other areas. Jocelyn likes Florida better. Darian's with Florida. Megan's with California. So we got 2-1. And Darian says both right here. And Neil says, I haven't been to California many times, but I know I love Florida. Yeah, Florida's great. California weather's better. I would say that if you're going, depending on what time of the year, if I'm going during the middle of the summer, it's California all day. But Florida definitely, though, if you're going, I like to go to Florida early in the year, January, February, March. explore both states. Yeah, I can't really give a complete. Yeah, I noticed Mark does love San Diego a lot, and I've been to San Diego once, and I didn't really get to see a whole lot of it, so it's high on my list. And yeah, I said before that before all of this happened with COVID, I had job offers, and I was considering moving to Seattle. If I move to Seattle, I'll definitely explore a lot of the West Coast, like San Diego and San Francisco and all that, because it's cheap flights. So the next one, this or that, I'm going to say museums or amusement parks. I knew that was coming. Museums or amusement parks. Now, I'm going to say probably museums. I love amusement parks too, but I don't usually get on a lot of rides. I usually just like to go enjoy the atmosphere and watch the rides. I get dizzy. I can't do roller coasters like talking about. So I probably would say museums because I love museums. And Neil, let's see. Nick's talking about celebrities. Yeah, wine. Yeah, kind of agree with that. Megan says museums. Neil says museums, hands down. Darian's museums. Yeah, Troy, that's kind of tough. Museums and amusement parks. Yeah, that's kind of, why not? The best of both worlds. So the next one is this or that, cities or towns. I'm more of a city person, but I do enjoy small towns too. I enjoy I enjoy the history a lot of times, especially small towns that have a lot of character to it, building wise. Buildings here are so fantastic. I mean, architecture and structure, I do love many times the small towns, but I think I would probably lean towards lean towards cities when it comes to this. Let's see. Darian is in favor of towns. Yeah, I like towns, but I definitely I think I lean cities, especially bigger metropolitan areas. Uh, Chat just jumped. Troy is in favor of towns. Megan likes the cities. Yeah, I like the metropolitans. Okay, appreciate that. Simply Jocelyn likes towns, but she's got to run. You and Mark have a wonderful night. Appreciate that. Hugs to everyone. Also, the kids, have a good one. And we'll see you soon. That's a complicated one. I love visiting and exploring big cities, but never want to live in one. Yeah, Neil, I'm kind of the same way, Neil, because when I go to places like New York, like couldn't see myself living somewhere like New York City. It depends on the city. Some cities, like Denver, is a city that I liked and I think is very livable. Like I would like to live in Denver, but a lot of these other cities are like these massive ones. I couldn't live there. Nick's in favor of cities. Towns give you a better chance to get immersed into the culture. I do agree with that. Definitely, because think about it, Troy, in the cities, you don't know too many of the people. So in the towns, you get immersed, you get to know everybody. So yeah, that's 100% the truth. Towns in order to meet some of the locals. Yeah. Towns is a good way to meet the locals. It's a good way to get immersed in the city, just like Troy said. So I have to agree with that. Safe travels for Jocelyn. Jocelyn and Mark, they're on their way back, and the kids finish up. So yeah. Denver, the area is very nice indeed. Denver and Colorado Springs, I love both of those areas. Colorado is such a great state. It really is. And the next one I'm going to say, I got 3 more I'm going to do before we're done. I'm going to do beaches or mountains. So you rather beach or would you rather mountains? I personally have a hard time with this one because I mean, I'm not one to really say I would climb the mountains as much. I would get more involved with the beaches, but I absolutely love driving and seeing the mountains. Utah was so pretty. Driving through Utah and seeing the mountains, same with Colorado. Like, it's a whole different feel. I love mountains, but I would probably be more involved with going to the beach. So if I had to pick, I would probably say beach, but I agree with Megan. If I don't have to pick, I say both. And Troy is in favor of the mountains. I certainly get that. Mountains are just so beautiful. And Darian, yeah, I appreciate that, Darian. Make sure you hit the like button as well as subscribe. Appreciate that, Darian. Appreciate. Should have some. I'll have at least 3-4 videos coming out real soon. Like I said, I'll do one. Got one from Jacksonville, and try to do a couple here in Savannah, and I'll do one from Hilton Head, South Carolina. Who knows? Maybe somewhere on the road on the way back home, I'll find something cool and do a video with as well. Hey, I appreciate that, Neil. I definitely appreciate that. Love both for different reasons. I feel the same way you feel, Neil. I love both for different reasons. It's too hard to pick one. Ocean cliffs are really cool. Yeah, I absolutely agree. Yeah, if you could go somewhere that's got both, that's one of the things that actually attracted me a lot to the Seattle area. When I tell you I was really, really considering moving there and still may move there next year, I really fell in love with that area because the mountains are close and the beaches are close. And it's in the city, and then you got small towns that's close by to give you that feel. So I feel like everything is there. Instead of deal with a little bit of the drizzle rain, which I'm from Louisiana. It doesn't drizzle here. It just pours down all the time. And so they have more rainy days in Seattle, but we have a lot more total rain. Mountains and hiking. So Miss Ermi likes to hike. Yeah, hiking is really cool. I went to Zion National Park and wasn't there long enough to really do any major hikes. I did one small hike, but I would probably do if one day I could set myself up too, I would love to do some of the more major hikes there. It'd be a lot of fun. Just shared your stream. I appreciate that, Neil. I thank you very much for sharing my stream out. I appreciate it. Hope it brings more followers. Yeah, definitely. But like I said before, it's all about the community. I love the travel community. Love being able to talk to fellow people that are like-minded, that love traveling. This is what it's all about. And traveling is the best way to grow as a person, and I've grown so much through travel. Travel is amazing. So got 2 more left, and so this next one is going to be all-inclusive or hotels. Talked about this a little bit earlier. All-inclusive or hotels. What would you rather? I'm actually going to if I could find somewhere to watch the game, I will. But the majority of the game, I'll probably be listening to the games on in my car on Sirius XM. And if I can find a little restaurant somewhere along the way, I'll stop and watch some of the game. I'm hoping I could watch at least the first half somewhere. But I got to be on the road. I got kind of a busy day tomorrow, so I don't want to get too far off course because I got to be back home by midday Sunday. So I'll probably end up listening to a lot of the game on Sirius XM in my car. So again, all-inclusive or hotels, what would you rather? I personally never been to all-inclusive. I want to go to all-inclusive. It's high on my radar to happen soon, but I would have to, based off of my experience, say hotels. I love a nice hotel. And, I've kind of gotten spoiled a little bit with hotels because I've gotten all decent ones using points. And, I couldn't see myself going back to Super 8. Not trying to disrespect Super 8 or Motel 6 or anything, but it's a different feel, the nicer hotels and the points really help out a lot. So, you get your stays and your points. And I actually don't mind hostels. So, but hotels, when you get used to hotels, it's kind of hard to go back. But all-inclusive, it's a good way to relax. So let's see what we got here. The best way to grow as a person, absolutely agree with you. Travel is definitely the best way to grow mentally, emotionally, and you really learn about yourself too through travel. You meet through the people you meet, the places you go, everything. 1,000% true. Typically hotels, but I'm down the Caribbean, all inclusive. All inclusives, I think it's perfect if you want a chance to go somewhere, not have to worry about a lot. We're so busy in our everyday life. Let's just go somewhere and let everything take care of itself. The slogan for your channel. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Yeah, whenever I come up with a banner, I'll have to think about that because I got to come up with something. I'll do like a channel logo and everything. I need to come up with something. I've been thinking about it, a brand for my channel. So, yeah, that's all inclusive for sure. Yeah, all inclusive take a lot of the planning out. So if you don't like to do all the planning and everything, all inclusives are great. B pension. Bed and breakfast. Yeah, bed and breakfast. I haven't stayed at one, but bed and breakfast really seemed like a great idea. But I don't really have any experience in bed and breakfasts though. So yeah, Miss Army, I agree with Megan as well. And Megan's saying, yeah, typically hotels, but yeah, all inclusives, they can be really good. Let's see. Airbnb. Airbnb, I've actually stayed. I haven't stayed in my own personal Airbnb, but I have stayed in someone else's Airbnb where they booked, and it was kind of cool a couple different times. And the experiences were a little bit different each time because one time they had an Airbnb and it was just that group of people. And I thought that was pretty cool. And then there was another time there was an Airbnb where they had just a room and they had like 8 other people staying there, kind of similar to a hostel, but not, a little bit different, I guess you would say. I would rather, if I was going with a group, do it that way where we have the place to ourselves. Yeah, all inclusives. Yeah, all inclusives though. A hot tub, yeah. Nick's talking about a hot tub, etc. Yeah, a hot tub would be amazing. I would love that. Or one day I'd get like the top suite at a hotel in Vegas and get like a hot tub in the room. That would be pretty cool too. Take advantage. Yeah. New Mexico. I'm not sure exactly what Darian is saying here. He got me a little mixed up on that one. Yeah, I will get my money's worth at all inclusives. Yeah, definitely. I'll get your money's worth for sure at all inclusive. I mean, I know most of the time they have drinks included, food included. I mean, pay a little more extra money and upgrade. Sometimes it's worth it, but if you can get all of that included in the price, though, and they'll set up excursions for you, I mean, you can't really beat that. Yeah, Kimberly seemed to have gotten a real good deal though on the setup for the flight and everything for the all inclusive. Seemed to be a really good deal. Mexico, yeah, the travel cry, Mexico, Mexico. I don't want to yell it too loud because there are people right out in the lobby of the hotel. I'm like, I want to yell it like really loud, Mexico. It's always so funny doing all caps in the chat, Mexico. Let's see. Camped out instead, yeah, in the Alps. Pay €5 and you get to bed, yeah. That's actually not bad. Camping is something that I haven't done since I was little. I have before when I was little, and in high school we did a little camping thing. We had a little group in high school and we did that. That's something that I haven't done in a long time. That's a little bit of a different travel experience. So I got one more left on this or that, and the one that's left, I'm gonna do 3 categories on this one. So, would you rather travel solo, with family, or with friends? You got 3 choices: solo, family, or friends. What would you rather do? Now, for me, I've done all 3, and some of it kind of depends on where you're traveling, because if I am, hey there, Tommy. Nice, happy to have you here in the chat. We're talking some what would you rather as we wrap it up here. And the last category I said was you're traveling. Would you rather travel solo with family or would you rather travel with friends? And I've done all three. I've done quite a bit of solo travel in my time. Also travel with family. I've traveled quite a bit with my sisters. I've traveled with my brother before. And I've traveled with friends, done like a guy's trip to Miami Beach or Vegas, places like that. So I've done a little bit of both. Family for you, yeah, I can't disagree with that. Family's always fun too. Yeah, to me, like I said, it kind of depends a lot on where you're going. A lot of times in Vegas, you kind of like want to do like the guys trip or Miami Beach or something like that. But Disney or something like that, or and everywhere, it really depends on the trip. So let's see. Said with the cast of Friends, it's pretty funny. Megan saying family when they're paying. Yeah, I don't. Friend, she's saying friends and then family when they're paying. Yeah, I don't, it's also great when they are paying. Yeah, I feel you on that. It's always fun when someone else is paying, even though I'll always feel guilty and end up paying some anyway. I'm not like going to be a freeloader. And Troy's saying travel solo with my dog or friends. Yeah, not a bad idea. You travel with your best friend, man's best friend, or human friends, either way. But yeah, I've done quite a bit of solo traveling. A lot of people say, "Hey, I can't travel solo," but I don't mind traveling solo. I've done quite a bit of solo travel. I've done well. Can't say I've been out of the country by myself, but I've done some solo travel when I was there, split up and done some things. But I've traveled all over the country by myself. Gonna pass on this one. Neil's gonna pass on this one. Yeah, it is sort of a little partial after the group tour. Yeah, I could definitely understand that being a little partial. Most importantly to travel with me, it would be of course Kimberly. Yeah, yeah. You don't want I don't know if Kimberly's around right now, but you probably don't want to say would rather travel solo or got to make sure Kimberly's on there with you. Got to make sure you're traveling with Kimberly to Mexico. uh, I'm gonna kind of wrap it up right now. So I don't know if it's raining outside. It was raining earlier, but I definitely want to go out and check River Street out a little bit. Got to get a little rest in. I appreciate everyone for joining the chat tonight. Hope you all hit the like button. Go check out Two Traveling Tours live stream tonight. I think the Down Under Cruisers. I think they're on right now. If I'm not, well, they come on I think a little bit later. Sean and Alana, they have a really good chat too, so might want to check them out as well. I may get into their chat in a little bit, so if I have a chance to get into it, the time is kind of screwing me up because I'm used to Central Time and it's Eastern, so it's like it's 9:26, but it'd really be 8:26. So I think Down Under Cruisers are like in 30 minutes or something. Hey, I appreciate that, Neil. I'm still a rookie at this, so I'm happy with what I'm going. So I figure the more I keep doing the live streams, the better I'll get at it. So I definitely appreciate the compliment. We'll keep them going. So I was saying earlier, I want to get a certain time every week, but I want to work on my equipment at home. Maybe I'll get some better lighting and everything. I want to get everything set up. I don't know if I want to do a green screen or not, but I want to do some different things where I could kind of have everything set up where I can start going weekly. For now, I'll probably do sporadically like once a month, but then hopefully before the end of the year, we'll be able to do a weekly live stream because that'd be pretty awesome. Let's see. Yeah, I appreciate that, Darren. Always great to chat with you. Always great to chat with all of you. fantastic. Like I said, you'll see me tonight, maybe in the Down Under Cruisers, probably, but definitely at least sneak in a few minutes with Neil and Kimberly and Two Travel and Tour. But I'm gonna go back to the room, eat some food, and I'm gonna sneak out the river street a little bit if it's not pouring down raining too bad. Hope to catch me. Yeah, I'll definitely be there, Megan. I probably won't be there that long because I got to be up in the morning, but I'll definitely be there at some point. So I'll definitely say hello to the Duchess of Drinks. I'll be there. Safe travel. Appreciate that, Troy. Yeah, it's a pretty good drive back, but I'm gonna take my time. I'm not gonna go crazy and drive 10 and a half hours back, and so it's gonna take my time. Stop a few places. I'll go to Hilton Head and I'll come back and I'll probably stop back through Savannah. I want to check out that place that Simply Jocelyn suggested, so maybe I'll check them out tomorrow, the barbecue joint. But yeah, try to get back at least by early Sunday. And yeah, I'll check out Messenger Darian, but I'm gonna go ahead and sign out for now. I definitely enjoyed the chat. I appreciate everyone that's here. Hope everyone has a great night. So if you're in the chats tonight, you'll probably see me tonight. But yeah, I appreciate that, Nick. Thank you, sir. Hopefully we'll get better with time with this. But yeah, I'm really enjoying this right now. So, but to everyone out there, remember, live today, grow today. Tomorrow's never guaranteed. Peace.